Greetings, YouTube. So I find myself thinking about the word crazy, or insane, or nuts, or mad. Essentially, any colloquial term that means mental illness and is used in a derisive or dismissive manner. Oh, he's crazy. Oh, she's just insane. That kind of thing. You work way too much overtime. You're nuts. That kind of a statement. I've come today to appeal to you to not use that language anymore. Now, there are going to be people who say, oh, you're being politically correct. And again, I'm of the opinion that anyone who uses the phrase political correctness in anything other than an ironic manner is defining themselves in a very negative light. Because I view the term political correctness to mean respect. And those terms, crazy, nuts, insane, etc., are dismissive. You are shutting someone down. You are dismissing who and what they are, their actions and their attitudes and their beliefs, and saying it's unimportant because you're placing it into a category of undefined mental illness, while at the same time alienating people who have legitimate mental illnesses. You're telling those who have mental illnesses that you are dismissive of mental illness, that you will not give it the respect that it's due. Now, this is not something I've been perfect with. And when I say not perfect with, I was using these phrases last month when it finally occurred to me, thanks to Tumblr, because truth is truth regardless where the source is, that I shouldn't do that. Especially as I suffer from mental illness. So I should be aware of how dismissive those terms are. I got angry when Robin Williams killed himself. I got angry at that. Me, the depressed guy. The person riddled with post-traumatic stress disorder, anxiety, depression. And while I've got these things under much better control today, I spent decades of my life lost in them. And I was angry at another depressed person. When cancer kills someone, we don't get mad at the person. We blame the cancer. Well, when depression kills someone, we shouldn't get mad at the person. We should understand that depression has claimed another victim. Because that's what it did. And that's what it does all the time. But the language that we use can tell the people around us whether we legitimately give respect to those who have mental illness. Whether we have created a space where we are willing to listen to their stories. I had no one to talk about my mental illness for the longest time. Because none of the people I knew were really capable of understanding it, of coping with it, of comprehending it. And if I can stop using those terms, and I've successfully done it now for a few weeks, maybe I will signal to other people who have mental illness that I am at least not dismissing their suffering, their pain. And maybe that will tell them that I'm an ally, or at least not an enemy. It's a small gesture. But one drop of water at a time can wear down a mountain. And we can eradicate the stigma of mental illness just like that. One small gesture at a time. One person making one gesture in one moment. Because you may be the person that does that around a person with mental illness, and it finally clicks in their head that there's someone that's willing to listen. There's someone isn't dismissing their suffering. You could save someone's soul. You could save someone's life. You could make someone else comfortable through a simple gesture of not dismissing their suffering. And I gotta tell you, that's a really small burden on my shoulders to alleviate a really big burden on someone else's.